Welcome to Commercial Cooking Exploratory Course for Grade 7. For today's lesson, we are going to discuss about measuring ingredients according to recipe requirement. We are now on the third day of week 3. At the end of this lesson, you are expected to familiarize with the do's and don'ts in measuring ingredients accurately. Demonstrate the appropriate way of measuring ingredients accurately. And realize the importance of knowing how to measure ingredients accurately. Before we start with the lesson, let's have the free test. With this activity, we'll try to measure your prior knowledge regarding the lesson. So this is what you're going to do. Choose the letter of the correct answer. Write your answer on a separate sheet of paper. You have 5 seconds to answer. Number 1. This step is necessary before measuring flour to remove lumps and other foreign objects such as dirt. A. Roll out. B. Shake. C. Sift. D. Stir. The correct answer is letter C, sift. Number 2. When measuring this ingredient, it needs to be pressed firmly and must copy the shape of the measuring cup when inverted. A. Baking powder. B. Brown sugar. C. Flour. D. Powdered milk. The correct answer is letter B, brown sugar. Number 3. Place the liquid measuring glass on this type of surface when measuring. A. Clean. B. Dry. C. Flat. D. Smooth. The correct answer is letter C, flat. Number 4. This should be avoided when measuring dry ingredients like flour or powdered sugar. A. Fill. B. Lift. C. Roll out. D. Shake. The correct answer is letter D. Shake. Number 5. This tool is used to level up ingredients when measuring. A. Rubber scraper. B. Spatula. C. Tongs. D. Whisk. The correct answer is letter B. Spatula. Now, let's have the recap. Previously, you have learned about the equivalence of measurement. For this activity, each item contains 2 correct equivalents and 1 incorrect. Identify which among the 3 is the incorrect equivalent. Write only the letter of your answer. You are given 5 seconds to answer. Number 1. Is it A? 1/8 cup is equivalent to 1 fluid ounce. B. 1/2 cup is equivalent to 5 fluid ounces. Or C. 1 cup is equivalent to 8 fluid ounces. The correct answer is letter B. 1/2 cup is equivalent to 5 fluid ounces. Number 2. Is it A? 1 teaspoon is equivalent to 5 ml. B. 1 tablespoon is equivalent to 15 ml. Or C. 1/2 teaspoon is equivalent to 3 ml. The correct answer is letter C. 1/2 teaspoon is equivalent to 3 ml. Number 3. Is it A? 1 cup is equivalent to 250 ml. B. 2 cups is equivalent to 500 ml. Or C, 5 cups is equivalent to 1 liter. The correct answer is letter C. 5 cups is equivalent to 1 liter. Number 4. Is it A? 1 ounce is equivalent to 15 grams. B. 2 ounces is equivalent to 60 grams. Or C. 3 ounces is equivalent to 90 grams. The correct answer is letter A. 1 ounce is equivalent to 15 grams. Number 5. Is it A? 6 inches is equivalent to 12 centimeters. B. 12 inches is equivalent to 30 centimeters. Or C. 18 inches is equivalent to 46 centimeters. The correct answer is letter A. 6 inches is equivalent to 12 centimeters. Today, we are going to discuss about how to measure ingredients according to recipe requirement. In cooking, accurate measurement of ingredients is one of the key to a successful dish. The use of appropriate measuring tools does not guarantee that ingredients are measured correctly. Always make sure that the proper way of measuring ingredients are done accordingly. So what do you need when you are measuring ingredients? Before we can measure ingredients, we need to have the following measuring tools: dry measuring cups, liquid measuring cups, measuring spoons, and weighing scale. We are also making use of other tools such as sifter, mixing bowl, and spatula. Of course, we'll need some ingredients. Here are the list of common dry ingredients. We have the flour, white sugar, brown sugar, powdered sugar, rice grains, leavening agents, salt, pepper, and solid fat. And here are the common liquid ingredients: water, milk, and oil. Here are the steps on how to measure dry ingredients. For flour and powdered sugar, 1. Sift the flour or powdered sugar before measuring to remove lumps and other foreign objects such as dirt. Number 2. Fill the measuring cup using a spoon until it overflows. Avoid shaking the cup or pressing down the flour or powdered sugar while doing this step to prevent compacting that makes the measurement inaccurate. And for the last step, level off overflowed flour or powdered sugar using a spatula or straight edge of a knife. For white sugar, 1. If the white sugar is not lumpy, sifting it will not be necessary. 2. Fill the measuring cup using a spoon until it overflows. Do not shake or tap the measuring cup. And 3. Level off using a spatula or straight edge of a knife. In measuring brown sugar, 1. Using a rolling pin, roll out the lumps on brown sugar. Sifting is not possible due to its moist texture and bigger granules. 2. Fill the measuring cup by pressing it inside the compact. This is to fill all the spaces in the measuring cup. 3. Remove the excess brown sugar on the measuring cup by leveling off using a spatula or straight edge of knife. And finally, invert the measuring cup on a flat surface. If it copies the shape of the measuring cup without breaking, it is measured correctly. To measure rice grains, 1. Remove the dirt or other foreign objects before measuring. 2. Fill the measuring cup until it overflows. And 3. Level it off using a spatula or straight edge of knife. For leavening agents such as baking powder and baking soda, 1. Stir the leavening agent to remove the lumps. 2. Scoop the measuring spoon onto the leavening agent. Make sure that the entire measuring spoon is filled. And lastly, remove the excess leavening agent by leveling off either using a spatula or directly on the can or box opening. For salt and pepper, 1. These ingredients are usually used in small amount, so it is measured using measuring spoon. Dip the measuring spoon into the salt or pepper. Let it overflows. Number 2. Level off using a spatula or straight edge of knife. For solid fat, 1. Fill the measuring cup or measuring spoon by pressing it down to fill all the spaces inside. 2. Level off excess solid fat with a spatula or straight edge of knife. Now, here are the steps on how to measure liquid ingredients. All liquid ingredients, may it be water, oil, milk, juice, or etc., are measured the same way. Below are the steps in measuring liquid ingredients. 1. Place the liquid measuring cup on a flat surface. 2. Pour the liquid ingredient in the liquid measuring cup. And 3. At eye level, without lifting the measuring cup, check if it is filled up to the required measuring mark. Now, let's have the wrap-up. Let's summarize what you have learned on this lesson by completing the following sentences. First, I have learned. Next, the most interesting part of the lesson for me is the and lastly, following the proper way of measuring ingredients is important because were you able to complete all the sentences? If yes, then good job! Did you find the lesson important and useful? Using the emoticons, how would you describe the benefits you gain after knowing how to measure dry and liquid ingredients accurately? Write your reason or reasons on your notebook. I hope that you will utilize and apply everything that you have learned on this lesson. This ends our lesson. Congratulations! I hope you have learned a lot today. Don't forget to answer your worksheet number 9. Keep safe and God bless!